Let's talk about something we all notice but don't always understand. Why people react differently. Same situation, different responses. One person stays calm, another gets angry, another withdraws, another jokes about it. And you start wondering, why are people like this? That's where temperament comes in. Temperament is not attitude. It's not character. It is not something you decide. It is your natural emotional response style, the way you react before you even think. Let me tell you a short story. There were 4 colleagues in an office. Same boss, same workload, same pressure. One day, the boss announced sudden changes. Nothing dramatic, just adjustment. The first person immediately started asking questions. The second went quiet and avoided everyone. The third complained openly. And the fourth laughed and said, "We will survive." Same announcement, but 4 different reactions. Nothing was wrong. Nobody was pretending. They were simply responding from their temperament. That's the thing many people miss. Temperament shows up before planning, before self-control, before intention. It's your default setting. Some people are naturally calm, some are naturally intense, some are naturally cautious, while some are naturally expressive. It doesn't mean one is better, it just means one is different. Now, here is where problem starts. Many of us grew up hearing things like, "Why are you too quiet? Why do you talk too much? Why are you so emotional? And why don't you react like others?" So, people start forcing themselves to act against their own temperament. And that's exhausting. One woman once said, "I thought something was wrong with me because I needed time alone after work." Nothing was actually wrong with her. That was her temperament asking for rest. Temperament affects how you handle stress, how you communicate, how you relate with people, how you rest, and how you recharge. Ignoring it leads to burnout. Understanding it brings relief. Now, temperament is not an excuse. It doesn't mean this is how I am, so manage me. No, it is never like that. Temperament simply means that this is my starting point, so I'll go with awareness. When you understand your temperament, you stop comparing yourself unfairly. You choose environments more wisely. You manage relationships better. And then you stop fighting yourself. Here is something important. Temperament doesn't change easily, but behavior can improve. You may react quickly, but you can learn to pause. You may be quiet, but you can learn to speak up when needed. Awareness gives you options. So, if you've ever wondered, why am I like this? If you ever wondered, why don't I respond like others? If you ever wondered, why does this affect me more? Then, this episode is not correcting you. It is helping you understand yourself better. Personality is not about labels. It is about self-acknowledgement. It is about self-knowledge. And temperament is a big part of that. If this episode makes sense to you, please stay with this playlist, because the more you understand yourself, the easier life becomes to manage. Welcome back to Personality Types, Episode 3, where understanding replaces confusion. Thank you for staying with us. We appreciate you.